On that fateful day of December 8, 1963, a shocking and captivating incident unfolded that would forever be etched in the memory of the nation. It was at Harrah's Lake Tahoe, a renowned hotel casino nestled in the beautiful state of Nevada, where the young and talented Frank Sinatra Jr. found himself in the clutches of an unimaginable ordeal. Frank Sinatra Jr., following in the footsteps of his legendary father, was performing with his orchestra at this prestigious venue. Little did he know that this night would not only mark a significant chapter in his own life but also become a riveting tale that would captivate the hearts and minds of people across the country. The mastermind behind this audacious act was none other than Barry Keenan, a troubled young man who had hatched a plan to extort a hefty ransom from none other than Sinatra's sister. Fueled by his desperation and misguided ambition, Keenan enlisted the help of two accomplices, Joe Emser and John Irwin, to carry out his nefarious scheme. As the evening unfolded, the wheels of this shocking plot were set into motion. Emser and Irwin, cunning and determined, managed to gain access to Frank Sinatra Jr.'s hotel room by posing as room service staff. It was a calculated move, meticulously planned to perfection. Inside the room, amidst an anticipation and excitement that usually accompanies a performance, Sinatra Jr.'s trusted friend and road manager, Frank Sinatra, found himself unwittingly caught in the midst of this terrifying plot. As Emser and Irwin sprang into action, their overpowering presence was enough to render Sinatra helpless and powerless to intervene. In the blink of an eye, Frank Sinatra Jr. was whisked away from the safety of his hotel room, leaving behind a stunned and bewildered Sinatra. The nation would soon learn of this audacious kidnapping, and the news would spread like wildfire, gripping the hearts of millions who anxiously awaited any updates on the fate of the young musician. The days that followed were filled with a mixture of fear, uncertainty, and an unwavering determination to bring Frank Sinatra Jr. back home safely. The nation rallied together, holding their collective breaths as law enforcement agencies tirelessly worked to uncover any leads that would lead them to the perpetrator's end. More importantly, to the safe return of Sinatra Jr. In a twist of fate, the kidnappers' plan began to unravel. Their overconfidence and underestimation of the resolve of the authorities proved to be their downfall. The law enforcement agencies, fueled by their unwavering commitment to justice, left no stone unturned in their pursuit of justice. Ultimately, the combined efforts of the authorities, the relentless pursuit of justice, and the unwavering support of the nation bore fruit. Frank Sinatra Jr. was rescued from his captors, and the nation breathed a collective sigh of relief. The kidnapping of Frank Sinatra Jr. remains a haunting chapter in the history of the Sinatra family. It serves as a reminder of the vulnerability that even the most famous and beloved individuals can experience. However, it also stands as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, the strength of a nation, and the power of unity in the face of adversity. 1974. The events that unfolded on that fateful day sent shockwaves through the nation. Emser and Irwin, two audacious individuals, brazenly snatched Sinatra Jr. from the very heart of a hotel room, leaving Sinatra bound and helpless. With their captive in tow, they swiftly made their escape, leaving behind a bewildered and distraught Sinatra. Their destination, a rented house nestled in the serene neighborhood of Canoga Park, California. It was there that Sinatra Jr. would be held against his will, cut off from the world and subjected to the whims of his captors. News of the kidnapping spread like wildfire, igniting a media frenzy that would grip the nation for days to come. In a desperate bid to secure his son's safe return, Frank Sinatra's sister took a bold and unprecedented step. He offered a staggering reward of $1 million, a sum of money that had never been seen before in such circumstances. The magnitude of this gesture only served to heighten the urgency and gravity of the situation. As the news of the kidnapping reverberated across the country, law enforcement agencies sprang into action. The FBI, along with local authorities, launched an extensive investigation, leaving no stone unturned in their quest to locate and rescue Sinatra Jr. Time was of the essence, and the pressure mounted with each passing moment. The kidnappers, fully aware of the attention their crime had garnered, made their demands known. They demanded a hefty ransom of $240,000, a figure that would test the resolve and resources of the Sinatras. Negotiations commenced, but they were far from smooth sailing. Days turned into nights, with each passing hour bringing new complexities and challenges. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity, an agreement was reached, the ransom was paid, and Sinatra Jr. was finally released from his captors' clutches on that fateful day of December 12, 1974. Miraculously, he emerged from his ordeal unharmed, though undoubtedly scarred by the traumatic experience. The kidnapping of Frank Sinatra Jr. was a watershed moment in the history of crime and celebrity. It exposed vulnerabilities that many had never considered, leaving a lasting impact on the way high-profile individuals and their families are protected. It also served as a stark reminder of the lengths a desperate criminal would go to exploit the fame and fortune of others. In the end, Sinatra Jr.'s safe return brought a collective sigh of relief to a nation that had held its breath during those harrowing days. The scars, both physical and emotional, would heal with time, but the memory of those dark moments would forever linger in the hearts and minds of those involved. Taking place in 1963, just a mere 2 days after the terrifying abduction occurred. In a swift and determined manner, the FBI managed to apprehend the culprits behind this heinous act. Keenan, Emser, and Irwin. These individuals were subsequently charged and later convicted for their roles in the kidnapping, bringing a sense of justice to the traumatic event. The repercussions of this distressing incident were not limited to the lone